Everyone, Marlo here, doing a life update, I guess. I haven't been doing videos since I think January, February. Sorry, don't want my surround sound turned on and I don't want it to go on. Um, Lots been going on in my area of the woods, my neck of the woods. Um, my mother is very ill. She is back in hospice, and I take care of her. I clean for her and all that stuff, but I also, daughters are good at taking care of their mothers, I guess. Not all daughters, but some. And that's taken up 99.9% of my life. And I wouldn't have it any other way. That's just, it's a part of life, Parents get sick, and somebody's got to take care of them. And my brother right now is helping. He took some time off. He's a truck driver. He's helping, which is, I'm very blessed for that. Right now, I haven't been there since Wednesday. My fiance was called possible contact with someone who tested positive for coronavirus. Me and him went and got tested. Both are negative. We're told we could go back to work. And, well, I clean for her. I mean, that's, whether I got paid or not, to me, that's just what you do. So I let her know, but because they say 2 weeks, stay alone, stay in quarantine. She's wanting me to stay home. And I told her if she changes her mind, I'll be there, because if she changes her mind, she's getting worse. And right now, last few days, she has been telling me she doesn't feel good. She feels worse. So I'm still leaving it up to her. So also in that time frame, around February, maybe beginning of March, middle of March, my dad fell at his work in the parking lot. And nobody did x-rays. He went to the walk-in clinic and, you're moving pretty good, Sometimes after you fall, you don't feel it. I do. I also have a lot of health problems, so I would feel it. He wound up going and seeing his doctor at the VA after that and got a muscle relaxer, not in. Finally, he could barely walk one day. He went up to the VA, went to urgent care. The doctor chose to do an x-ray. Fractured his back pretty bad. He needs surgery. So he's just waiting for all that to go through. He wants to get back to work. Mind you, my dad is 77, and watching him try to walk these past few months has been very difficult. It's not been a good few months. My Charlie got sick. Started having seizures. He had an issue with his eye. Brought him in, and he actually had 2 issues with his eye. I mean, we could have dealt, the seizures weren't horrible. They didn't last but maybe 30 seconds to a minute. But the eye thing, I forget there was the ulcers in the eye, and there was one other thing. The medicine for the ulcers would have affected the other thing. The medicine for the other thing would have affected the ulcers to the point where his eye might have fell back in his head. And it would have been painful. I wasn't going to let him suffer. I was just thinking it was another regular vet checkup visit. We'll keep going on and it'll be okay. That was not the case. Still very hard. I had him for 13 years. I didn't have kids. I can't have kids. He was my kid. He was my baby. Coming home with no pet here, I'm still engaged. Mike has his apartment. I have mine. You can see my mess of an apartment behind me. Coming home was devastating. Couldn't do it. It was hard. Couldn't get another dog. I wasn't ready. So eventually she'll make an appearance, or I'll show you, because I am going to do a podcast and upload that too. I have a cat. She's a tuxedo cat. She's 9. Her name is Marlena. I call her my little Dracula. Because her little teeth, when she leans her head back, you get the little fangs. You know, she's my little girl. She's my baby. Um, it helps with not having Charlie, having her. But the sting of not having Charlie is still, it'll be a little bit before I okay with that. But I think that's normal for those of us that, some people, it's just a pet. That was never me. Need my baby. So, but she is my baby. She is a lap cat. It took her over a month to get comfortable, and they said it's going to take her a while. And I said, you know, this is her house. She can take as long as she wants. She can never come out and see me. That's fine. This is her house. She's not coming back. Because I got her at the shelter. She had been adopted once. They went to bring her to the vet within the first week, or in the second week, because they had her for 11 days. Well, they tried to put her in a kennel to take her to the vet. My experience with cats, they don't like that. They bite and they scratch. She bit. They didn't like that. It's what cats do. It's not a dog. It's what cats do, and some dogs bite. So, you know, I'd bite if you're trying to stick me in a cage. I mean, just so you know. But that was okay, because she was meant for me. She just turned 9 in July. She's laying right over here. She's great. It took her a while, but she is the king of the house. She knows it. She's a rock star. She's the baby. My little angel pot. She does like my yarn. When I'm working with it, when I show you the projects I've been crocheting on a blanket, I just finished one last night and started one today. Or when I'm knitting on a sock, she goes after the yarn. The one pair of socks I made my mom, she bit the yarn and came apart. I had to tie it back together. I had to knot it back together. But my mom didn't care. And I laughed because I didn't even think she was paying attention to it, and then, yeah. So, that's kind of what's been going on there. Also, I've been sick. I have a rare, what they think is an autoimmune disease called mesenteric paniculitis. The lining of the stomach is inflamed. The first medication to try is prednisone. Didn't help. Sent me to a GI specialist, gastroenterologist. One of the treatments is a chemo drug. And when my doctor, a regular doctor, said it, I was just like, oh, okay, you know, not listening to what he actually said. When I left, I'm like, oh my gosh. So I kind of researched what little bit I could find, and that is actually a drug for it. And I'm like, you know, if that's what it is, that's what it is. I'll get through it. I'm tough. I'll get through it. So I'm seeing the specialist. They did the scope down into my stomach. Oh, nothing's wrong. We think there's more wrong somewhere else. So we're going to send you to another gastroenterologist so they can run more tests. So I'm going to finally, July 31st was when I was told I'm going to go to Ann Arbor, the University of Michigan. This past Wednesday, they finally got it prior authorized and finally got the referral there. So hopefully tomorrow I'll get a call. If not, I'll call them on Tuesday, because talking to Ann Arbor, because I was calling, because they told me to call, it takes about 3 days for the referral and all that, the fax to all of that get through. That's all right. I'll go. More tests, whatever they decide. If it's chemo drugs, okay. If it's something else, okay. You know, I don't know exactly what they're thinking it is. I wouldn't even know what they would be checking for, if they would like exploratory surgery, or if there's just someone there who knows about this disease. Because again, it's rare. I'm my doctor's first case of it. I know the gastroenterologist I went to doesn't know anything about it. I see an infectious disease doctor for my lung when they thought it was fungal, and because I have so much wrong with me and I'm fascinating, he keeps seeing me. And he helps with my underarm condition. My sweat glands not working properly. He helps with that. He didn't know about it. He's like, I've heard of this one, but not that one. So, obviously it's a very interesting thing, excuse me, to have. I don't know. But that's the fun that I've been dealing with in life. Comes to me, I can laugh. Comes to my mom and dad, I make them laugh. And then it just hurts inside. And my dad, for everything he's going through, great spirits. My mom, it's harder. It's a lot harder. And I love her very much. And it'll be very hard when it does happen that she does go. I know it's close. You know, it's closer rather than later. Although God can do any miracle he wants, so I could be way off. Just saying, Jesus does miracles all the time. But always doing my best to help my parents, always trying, so. But I just wanted to update you where I've been. I'm going to do 2 more videos, so I'm going to probably be uploading 3 of them either tonight or today's Sunday. I think it's the 20th, yeah, the 20th. 6:46 at this moment, p.m. This one will go up first, and then I'm going to do one I want to give away, Crime Scene Knits. If you haven't watched her videos, watch them. I love crime shows. I wanted to go into forensics before I got sick. She's awesome. She's amazing, and she is a fabulous knitter. And I believe she crochets too. Pretty sure she does. Pretty sure on that. I've seen her shawls and tops she's been working on, and just fabulous. And I actually want to give away from her. So, me who rarely wins, I've in the last 2 months won 2 different giveaways. One on Instagram and one on YouTube. I think that's the Lord saying it's going to be okay. Something for you to get through with. But otherwise, it's good to be back. I'm going to do this as best I can. I'm not like last time. I'm trying to do it weekly or every other week and then nothing for months. Well, that's life, because my mom, she's more important. I love doing the videos. I love interacting with everyone. Love watching everybody's videos, because I do still watch podcasts. I'm trying to catch up. It's just been kind of hard. Hopefully that's understandable. But I love you guys. Mwah. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.